Why is it that narcissists seem to get away with all of their evil deeds unscathed? They, narcissists and psychopaths, they are magicians. They get away with the things they do because they don't just manipulate the victim, they manipulate everyone. And this is important to recognize because their behavior is often portrayed as or framed as an individual problem between the narcissist and or his or her partner or romantic partner. In actuality, however, this is a societal problem for the reasons I am about to describe. This is not undermining in any way the damage that narcissists do to individual human beings, and I can attest that it is very real and that it can have devastating consequences that harm people, us, for years, if not a lifetime. Some of us never get our lives back. And what I mean to say is that the nature of what narcissists do, it cannot be resolved alone just by asking each individual survivor to look in the mirror and understand how we let this happen, or to heal ourselves, and that the problem will be resolved. And I believe that we know this, and this is why so many of us continue to reach out to each other to find the truth. And many of us leave our partners to try to heal, and there seem to be very few resources. And why is that? Because in general, it's getting better, but there is a general lack of resources when it comes to narcissistic abuse. Because again, these people are magicians. They get away with the things they do, and because they manipulate everyone. And until we can also attack that problem by creating a more informed public about how narcissists seduce, abuse, control victims and survivors, we will continue to lack the resources, and the public will continue to lack the resources that they need within the mental health system and from the criminal justice system as well. Narcissists are everywhere around us, and they have their ways to spread their negative energy into our lives, and often there is nothing that we can do about this. These self-centered people can effortlessly manipulate and mislead the others around them, and they make it so clandestine and so shady that it's almost completely unnoticeable. And the egocentric nature of those individuals makes them maintain many deceitful faces or many deceitful facades. They know exactly how to make everyone like them and follow their lead for as long as they wish. Plus, they often have one specific target, the most compassionate and gullible person of the group. So why do they always aim for the most empathetic and compassionate ones? The truth is that narcissists are envious of anybody who is better or that they deem better than themselves. They get jealous of people with high levels of integrity and empathy because they have none of that inside of them. And that's why the self-centered mind of a narcissist makes them want to dim everyone's light as soon as possible so their star can shine brighter than anyone else's. And unfortunately, when the victim sees the true colors of their abuser, it is usually way too late. They get so captivated, very deeply captivated into the fraudulent web of the narcissist. And this is what happens when fed. A narcissist succeeds in manipulating and emotionally abusing their target. So how the hell does a narcissist get away with everything so easily and eventually come out the other side the good person? Why does it seem like they get away unscathed? First of all, have in mind that narcissists are masters of creating an attractive and charismatic persona to fool pretty much everyone around them. And in public, they are a totally different person than they are in private. And these egotistic creatures know how to provoke severe emotional reactions. And oftentimes, they are the ones that appear to be the victim instead of the abuser. So the first time that a narcissist meets someone, they classify them as either a threat or an easy target that they can take advantage of. And in case the new person doesn't fall under any of those categories, the manipulator simply doesn't bother. However, if they do fall under one of these defined sections, he or she will first charm and then adore this new toy, only to make them vulnerable enough so that they can easily fall for the vicious mind games that follow. And the next stage is their strategy of keeping the victim off balance. This way, they make them doubt themselves, doubt their reality, wonder if they are good enough and worthy of love by fabricating this manipulative labyrinth. The narcissist makes sure that they are the only winner in the mind games that they play. Do you ever wonder why it is so difficult to deal with a manipulative being? Have you ever heard of the halo effect? This is when a person has some kind of energy around them that makes them seem appealing, positive, and good in general. And in real life, it's often perceived as being charismatic. That is something that narcissists definitely know how to feign. They know how to fake this and achieve it. They are perfectly aware of how to fool others into thinking that they are genuine and that they are trustworthy. And every narcissist chooses their victim very, very carefully. Moreover, they make sure that a target who hasn't had the chance, they make sure that target has not had a chance to get to know their nature or the nature of a narcissist in general. And the second a self-centered individual feels like they are about to be exposed for who they really are, they quickly direct all of that energy into blaming the victim of all of the troubles that they personally caused themselves. And unfortunately, when someone treats us badly, most of us try to see their best in the good. We try to see the good in the situation instead of the bad, and to show empathy for the abuser. And we try to convince ourselves that they didn't mean to hurt our feelings. And that's exactly why this madness continues. Narcissists are aware of the empathetic nature of their targets, and that is why they succeed in getting whatever they need, whatever they want. So I think that we need to wake up from this delusion, and we need to do it right now. Otherwise, these manipulative creatures will continue hurting us, society, and making our lives completely miserable. My name is Sara Ann Brown, and this is Narcissistic Abuse 101.